You got a problem to fix and you want to get it done. Call Robert Gibb and Sons.
Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Hey, did you know my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons are residential, commercial, and industrial experts since 1915, helping get the job done. No matter your project, big, small, they can do it all. Give them a call. Tell them Hutch sent you.
Call Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, what a weekend. We had some cooler weather finally rocking its way in after 90-plus degrees on Saturday. Things much different today across the valley, and we've had showers of rain here and there across the region. Here is a look at the latest radar to get you caught up with that, but as always is the case, please drop me a note. Let me know where you're watching from. What about the weekend storms that we had? And boy, I'll tell you what, some big time hail on Saturday across the Wadena area in towards the Twin Cities. Active day of weather and some viewing of the northern lights across the region. We'll share some of your photos with you here. Hope your weekend was good. Hope your weekend was safe. I hope the damage was minimal. And I will tell you, as I was driving across the region, the harvest is underway. We have rain right now in the FM area. Here's what you need to know as we take a look at that radar. Check it out. Number one, we are seeing these showers slowly develop on the line from around Minot, the Highway 252 corridor there, as we look in the area of the Jamestown region from Valley City and into Fargo, where it's raining now. Quiet right now in the Grand Forks area. The Northern Valley did see some rain showers throughout the day today, and temperatures there parking around 59 right now to 60 degrees, so a cooler day there. We have a couple rumbles of thunder starting to take hold and show up down along the South Dakota border, south of Ellendale, moving into Brown County, South Dakota. Also not too far from you folks out in the areas near Wishick and Ashley. So those showers and thunder showers will bring some locally heavy rain, and that's what we have going on for now. Here's a look at some rainfall amounts from my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. What you're going to notice is way up north, we did have some measurable rain today, generally under 1/10 of an inch, but a few not far from Cavalier there, seeing 14/100ths today. A trace thus far in parts of central Clay County. Fargo has the 0 there at Hector International, and near the international border, we're just starting to get some showers winding in. There was some out in the oil patch today, but just really spits, and that's all we get. Hey, Leora, good to have you on watching for the last night in Wisconsin Dells. I hope you're enjoying your time there. What beautiful country. I'll tell you what, here's a look at your forecast now. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on across the region. We'll take a look at the satellite view right now, and that'll help to describe what we have coming in. Deborah, good to see you out there. Thanks for joining Rita. Here is a look at those clouds starting to build along the South Dakota border. There were a few more clouds developing in parts of central South Dakota today, and this is what was drifting in up north with a few sprinkles in the area today. So it was a cooler day with this cool front sagging all the way down here on this first edge of clouds. Most areas in the Dakotas and Minnesota cooling off substantially for the day today, as we showed you. Now, as we go through the overnight hours, we're going to see this escalation of shower chances. Let's show you a latest model run here, and we'll get you to what you need to know with regards to the forecast. First, let's take a look at this forecast model as we go through the night. How much rain, and is it going to continue? Well, the answer to that is yes. And for some areas, it's going to be some substantial rain thanks to the fact that we have thunder showers. The best chance at some rumbles of thunder will be along the South Dakota border. This model has this shifted just a little bit too far south, but I think everything else is good. So we could basically scooch this north just a pinch, and I think we'll be spot on with what we're seeing across the area right now. Watch this now. This is daybreak. Scattered showers mainly south of I-94, Highway 200 for sure. And that is what we're expecting. We'll begin the day very wet in the Southern Valley. That will limit your harvesting activities there, but it's going to be much different weather in the north. We'll see a few clouds, but by and large, we're going to see drier weather for our northern counties as we start the day and throughout the day. Notice all the rain showers. By the time we get to the evening drive, they're heading into the St. Cloud area. They're heading into areas near the Twin Cities. Spotty sprinkles will follow this up, but that's about it as we'll start to quiet down just a bit. Okay, Shirley says Shirley's watching. Good to have you on, Deborah. Thank you very much for the stars. Cheryl is watching as well from Park Rapids and Fergus Falls checking in. Thanks, Deborah, so much for your support. Now, as we head into Tuesday, high pressure moves in, and it's a day of fun and it's a day of sun, but it's short-lived. We have a bumpy week ahead with some more scattered showers. Now, the good news is the risk of severe storms is not that great, but we are going to see some unsettled weather. So here's what you need to know. We do have that radar showing that our activity is mainly along the South Dakota border, as we talked about last week. The models have been doing just a pretty good job. Justin says 0.2 of an inch in Cullum from these little soaking thunder showers here and over here as well. So as we look into the Cullum area down here, well, there was some good measurable showers of rain as we closed out our weekend here. Sprinkling in Spiritwood, says Deborah, and Sandy Black watching from Wadena, where the hail was redonky-donk. And that reminds me, why don't we show you some Saturday lumps of ice that really wouldn't even fit in your glass. They were softball-sized pieces of hail, softballs falling from the sky in and around Wadena County, the Staples area and points north, Verndale, all of those areas, maybe even in Nimrod, out there on Highway 10 and points north. Check out your photos. This is one of the beautiful things, and I really appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to upload your photos. You can go to hutchesweather.com, and then you go to the bottom of the page there. You're going to find details on where you can upload your photos, but check it out. Unbelievable sized hail. We're looking at that right there. Look at the size of that. 4-inch diameter hail. Here we go. Let's zoom it up so you can see what it looks like. This is ridiculous hail. Jacqueline, I hope there was no damage out there, but with hail that size, that's going to leave some marks. It can damage roofs in a hurry. You know what it can do to cars. And you know what? It's not just people. Most of the people outdoors get inside and get to shelter when chunks of nonsense like this start falling from the sky. But you know what? Our pets, our four-legged friends, and even livestock can suffer some pretty tragic results from hail that size, and so can our crops. So can our crops. Jacqueline, I hope everything's okay, and I do appreciate you sharing your hail. Now look at this. Same area here, Wadena, Sunnybrook Park. Chris says this hail here looks a little smaller by that, but it's hard to tell. And it is always helpful if you compare it to something, a golf ball, a quarter, if you happen to have something like that to compare it to. But that certainly looks like a painful chunk of ice as well. Now, we did get some fun this weekend, and you shared this. Did you see the Northern Lights? Well, I had some incredible shots here. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Roy and Terry clipping here 1 mile northeast of Red. Wow. Look at that. 1 mile northeast of Red. I think I'm missing some of the commentary on that particular one. Let me look off to the side here. I'll load this up and see if I can find out if there was more details that we truncated there. Hold on. Let me see. We'll get you cleared up. Looks like, nope, that's what I got here. But at any rate, just absolutely stunning photo there. And you know, one of the ways that you can really get the green colors to pop from your Northern Light is to extend your exposure. It can cause the flags or movement in the vehicle or in the shot area to kind of wiggle and wobble, and it makes that flag looks awful blurry. But by extending the shot, you can really see the extent of those Northern Lights. Thanks so much, Roy and Terry. Another shot here. Check this out. Melissa Smith in Twin Valley, Minnesota, capturing this. This was at 1:32 a.m. Melissa, I love the way that you are so descriptive with your updates here. But this was waiting for Northern Lights and was surprised by a cool meteor. And again, if you leave that exposure time on there long enough, you're going to get stuff like that. And right behind me, you can kind of see on the lower horizon there. Let me make sure you can see that. I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let me get my shoulder out of the way. There was some green in the sky out there. So beautiful. Look at the stars in the sky, but they're capturing a meteor. Zip, zip, zipping across the skies of the valley. Thank you all very much for uploading your photos to Hutch's Weather and hutchesweather.com. And if you haven't heard the word, I'm going to take 1 minute here and show folks where you can go. Again, hutchesweather.com. On the page here, you're going to see all kinds of awesome details You know what? If storms hit your area with wind and hail this week, my friend at Slim's Tree Care can take care of you in the Fargo area and maybe a little bit beyond. The radar here is interactive. You can zoom into what's going on. And you know what? I got to throw this out there too. A lot of big weekends left as we go through the rest of our summer here as we are winding it down and getting ready for back to school. But my friends at KAJ Hospitality have a number of places where you or your relatives or friends can stay right here in Fargo. And not only that, you know what? If you have a big function, whether it's a big work conference or meeting or a wedding, they can help you out at these awesome locations. They have the facilities to treat you right. And well, it's the staff there that makes all the difference. And my friend David Eggers at State Farm Insurance does a great job because you want to make sure that, well, who your insurance choice is there for you when things aren't going their best. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, it's very easy to get to. You can see the latest updates from Hutch. These will be the latest video forecasts. You can also, if you know somebody interested in sponsoring, hey, well, let them know. Hutch is still here and we can get your word and your message and your branding across. But here's where you upload your photos and your videos. So if you're wondering where that is, very simple, right from your phone. As a matter of fact, you can do that. So again, thanks a lot to my sponsors and thanks to all of you who have taken the time to upload your content on hutchesweather.com. So let's talk about this. We have basically showers, a few rumbles of thunder in our forecast for tomorrow. I don't expect severe weather. If there's anything strong, it will likely be in more like central South Dakota, and that should be about it. But we will have some areas with some soggy weather. Let's get to your details in the forecast. Here's your hometown forecast, right? Look at the cool pool up there, mid 50s for most up along the international border. Hey, 63 in Bemidji, 63 Fergus Falls, 64 fairly comfortable degrees for Fargo. Hutch drew some rain clouds here where I expect the rain to have the best chance, but we'll have maybe even a fair amount of sunshine up north, and your temperatures as a result in the afternoon will be quite pleasant. We'll show you those in a minute. In Fargo, 61. Check out your sunrise. It's after 6 o'clock. Check out your sunset. It's before 9 o'clock. Oh no. The length of daylight hours is heading towards our minimum. But we got some fun left, right? East winds or northeast winds, 5 to 15 miles per hour in the morning. And yes, we could have some passing showers on your way to work. Top off your windshield washer fluid. All right, tomorrow afternoon, I think the warmest weather will be in the north. And I do think up in the northern portions along Highway 2 and points north, we could even have some mid 70s out there. So from Hallock through Cavalier all the way out to Botno, I think at times we'll have sunshine and pleasant conditions. The rain showers will slide eastward slowly into the Red River Valley, eastern Dakotas, and southern Minnesota. And again, temperatures under those showers will be cooler, but as they exit, we may see a little hitch in the warmer direction. Your 5 o'clock snapshot, nonetheless, showing temperatures near 70 in Fargo, a little bit warmer down to the south as those showers will press to the south, southeast towards Minneapolis, as we showed you going through the day. 73 in Fargo tomorrow. How much rain can you expect? I expect between 0.2 of an inch and down near the border, nearly 1.2 inches in a few places out there. We still have some rather humid air with dew points in the 60s right now. So there's a lot of moisture in this atmosphere, and that's going to rain out for some of us, like we're seeing sprinkles now in Fargo and light showers. There's some heavy showers along the border. We warm up for a day, and then back down we go to 73 on Wednesday with some scattered spits and showers. Those will exit Thursday, most of the daylight hours, very nice, and mid 70s. Below average, but we'll take it as we enjoy a much cooler day and a much cooler week ahead in its entirety. So if you do have some harvest you're trying to get done, you're going to have to pick your spots, and hopefully your grain has a chance to dry up north. You may even be able to do some more harvesting on your Monday and Tuesday, and then scattered showers could hit the north again on Wednesday as well. How about the weekend? Look at this. I've got 2 sunshines. Yeah, looking good. Get those spectacles out with the shades so you can enjoy some fun and sun. Not too hot. 75 to 80 degrees should be pretty delightful. All right, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Let me see if I have any questions for you. Sarah says the plants are loving this nitro boost. Absolutely. Get a little nitrogen from the lightning out there. Paula says today was a perfect day, and Val loves this temperature. So did Hutch. Did a lot of work outside today. Thank you, Marvin, for your wonderful compliments. And I very much appreciate you all spreading the good word that Hutch is here. But you know what? Not everybody does Facebook. So I appreciate you letting them know Hutch has a website now and you can get the forecasts right on the website. So it's a great addition to getting the word out. So thank you very much for your word of mouth. Thanks for checking in on this Sunday. And I'll have an update for you in the morning. But until then, have yourself a very awesome close to your weekend. I hope that you find these updates timely and accurate. Have a wonderful evening.